Welcome to the 2025 Pre-K-12 ELA update. I'm Kim Palladino, serving as the Program Coordinator for K-8 English Language Arts. On behalf of Bridget Berry, the Program Administrator for 9-12 ELA, and Katie Natali, Special Education Coordinator, I will guide you through the latest advancements and initiatives in reading and writing in the Greenwich Public Schools. This slide provides a review of the GPS Strategic Plan Goal Number 1, Mastery of Reading, which is broken down into 4 key sub-goals. To track our progress, we use specific performance metrics. This data helps us evaluate our efforts, identify areas of success, and determine where further support is needed to ensure continued growth in ELA achievement. Next, we will move on to talk about ELA investments and the initiatives we have taken over the last few years. First, we would like to discuss pre-K investments and initiatives. We continuously evaluate our curriculum to ensure that we are meeting the needs of our students. The curriculum management plan is a 5-year process. Currently, we are implementing the curriculum and refining areas based on our student population. From 2025 to 2027, we will enter a period of analysis and evaluation to make sure we are seeing appropriate student growth and that the curriculum is appropriately effective for our students. In 2027 to 2028, we will review the curriculum for renewal based on our analysis and evaluation. We have prioritized aligning our pre-K curriculum with kindergarten to ensure a smooth transition for students. Since the 2022 to 2023 school year, all classrooms have implemented the Foundations Phonics program and Second Step Social Emotional Learning curriculum. Hamilton Avenue School has also added the Haggerty Phonemic Awareness curriculum. Our pre-K program uses the Creative curriculum, which includes 9 thematic units, for example, balls, buildings, and trees. Each unit features daily lessons with consistent literacy components that include question of the day, large group discussion, shared writing, center activities, and a daily wrap-up. These activities lead to critical thinking and discussion, often leading to graphing, comparing, and sorting. Large group instruction and centers promote science, dramatic play, art, and literacy through intentional teaching aligned to standards. Each unit concludes with a celebration of learning to highlight and reinforce the literacy and language growth made throughout the unit. Over the past 5 years, we've taken a structured, phased approach to strengthening K-5 literacy. Starting in 2019, we rolled out Foundations, our systematic phonics program, year by year through grade 3. In parallel, we introduced our digital partner, Lexia Core 5 for K-5 students, added Geodes decodable text for K through 2, and vocabulary workshop in grades 4 and 5. Last year, we introduced DIBELS 8 screening in K through 3, phonemic awareness instruction through Haggerty for K and 1, enhanced our classroom libraries with decodable text, implemented the updated reading units of study in grades K through 2, and grammar workshop in 4 and 5. This year, we implemented the updated writing units and interactive read-alouds in K through 2 to support comprehensive literacy development, as well as focused on IABs as an instructional tool alongside a new unit to support students' application of ELA skills learned throughout the year in a testing setting. This phased intentional rollout ensures that every element of literacy is addressed in a developmentally appropriate way across all grades. By building strong foundational skills in the early years with programs like Foundations, Geodes, and Haggerty, and layering in comprehension and application tools, we're equipping students with the full spectrum of literacy skills. The addition of DIBELS 8 and IABs has helped us progress monitor and guide instruction based on real-time data. Altogether, these initiatives align to support both day-to-day literacy growth and long-term success by giving students the tools to confidently apply what they've learned. Our curriculum management plan, coupled with the strategic ARP spending, has allowed us to shape our comprehensive approach to early literacy instruction by curating the best early literacy instructional materials in reading and writing. Our ELA program has started making some noticeable gains in academic achievement, and we are excited to review our achievement scores from last year, as well as our current mid-year scores later in the presentation. Just as we've taken a phased and intentional approach to strengthening early literacy, we've also made purposeful investments in middle school ELA instruction. In 2022 to 2023, we laid the groundwork by introducing new reading lesson plans and common assessments to build consistency and rigor across all middle school classrooms in the district. We expanded this work last year with writing lesson plans, student checklists, and rubrics to better align instruction and assessment. This year, in 2024 to 2025, we're deepening our instructional toolkit by using interim assessment blocks, or IABs, not just for assessment practice, but as a way to strengthen instruction, support formative assessment, and provide students with more familiarity and confidence on the SBA platform. Over the past 3 years, we've made meaningful investments in our 9-12 ELA curriculum. In 2022 to 2023, we went full scale with our Unified Grammar program. We gave students more voice and choice by integrating Literature Circle unit into each course and refined the Shapers course. We're excited to share that student enrollment has grown in Shapers from just 1 course to 3. You can see their smiling faces in Paris this year. In 2023 to 2024, we refined our 300 level courses and were reapproved for NCAA accreditation. We reviewed and refined our essay writing course, working to meet ECE approval, and we worked to ensure implementation of our grammar program. In 2024 to 2025, we ensured alignment with Edgenuity and GHS courses. We reviewed and revised our Modern World Literature course. We began work on a new nonfiction course proposal. We created 9th and 10th grade study skills units. We created SAT-style questions and stems for 9th and 10th grade. And for the next refinement of our grammar program, we analyzed SAT grammar patterns and integrated that into our system. Next, we will review ELA achievement data that we previously shared at our October 24th Achievement Report. As you recall from the October Achievement Report, last school marked our first year using the state-mandated Universal Reading Screener, DIBELS, in grades K through 3. We use DIBELS to monitor the development of early literacy skills, detect risk, and track progress towards grade level expectations. Last year's end-of-year data showed that K-3 students performed at high levels, far exceeding national averages on their assessment. When we analyze our data, we don't just look at achievement. Last year, an impressive percentage of students made average to above average growth in early literacy skills from the beginning to the end of the year, as measured by DIBELS. Our 3 through 5 SBA achievement data over the past 4 years shows a positive trajectory, particularly in grades 4 and 5 where we've seen significant gains. In grade 4, there's been a steady increase from 73% in 2021 to a strong 79% in 2024. Similarly, grade 5 has demonstrated consistent improvement, climbing from 73% in 2021 to an impressive 81% in 2024. Although grade 3 experienced a slight dip last year, our achievement percentage is similar to schools in our DIRG and commensurate with this particular cohort's end-of-year DIBELS scores and performance dip in math. Our grades 6 through 8 SBA achievement data over the past 4 years shows steady performance and continued improvement across the board. Grade 6 has consistently grown, with scores rising from 68% in 2021 to 74% in 2024, reflecting a solid upward trend. Grades 7 and 8 have maintained stable performance at 74%. Our end-of-year data from last year showed record achievement in grades 4, 5, and 6 post-COVID, as well as strong elementary cohort growth. It is important to note that while we didn't meet our strategic plan SBA growth rate goal of 75%, we are currently ranked 8th in the state at 53% for grades 4 through 8th growth. New Canaan is number 1 in the state in this category, scoring at 58.1%, just 5 percentage points more than us. Darien is number 3, and Weston is number 7. We had a great statewide showing when it comes to growth rate, especially when compared to DIRG A districts with less students qualifying in the high needs category. We are proud of the growth we continue to make with all students. This is a testament to the hard work of our teachers and our continually improving MTSS process. When looking at 2024 SAT data, our students who qualify for free and reduced lunch perform significantly better than in past years. We still have more work to do, especially with our students enrolled in special education and ESL programs. Teachers have reviewed students' scores and have worked in program meetings and PLCs on strategies to continue to support growth. Now let's take a look at more recent student performance. Here are the middle of the year DIBELS scores. The pink bars show last year's results. The red bar shows this year's. The achievement of our youngest learners reflects the impact of GPS's early literacy program, teacher professional learning, and strong instructional practices. This graph highlights the percentage of students in each grade that made average to above average growth from the beginning of the year to the middle of the year. Not only are these students achieving at high levels, they are also making impressive growth. This is a testament to our classroom teachers, reading specialists, and building administrators that are analyzing the screening data and making informed instructional decisions to intervene through the MTSS process. The last way to look at this data is through the lens of cohort growth. If we compare last year's MOI data to this year's MOI data, we see strong cohort growth in the percentage of students meeting benchmark. Our middle of the year Greenwich benchmark scores are showing a positive trend and signal a predictive increase in SBA scores as well. Above is the record of the last 2 years of ELA PSAT 11th grade data. While we don't have the finalized 2025 SAT data yet, overall scores look good. This summer, we will disaggregate the data and include it in the achievement report in the fall. As you note in our priorities, we have put considerable time into the natural integration of SAT alignment in our work, developing question stems to ensure close reading. Our grammar work also aligns with the SAT. Let's review the ELA portion of the Curriculum Management Plan. In the area of pre-K through 8 ELA, we are currently in the progress monitoring phase for pre-K literacy, K2 reading, and 6-8 reading and writing. K2 will enter a progress monitoring phase for writing in the upcoming year. The primary focus of the ELA Curriculum Management Plan over the next 2 years is 3-5 writing and reading. We will be rolling out the updated versions of the 3-5 writing units of study this fall. We are in the progress monitoring phase for our junior and senior electives, with the exception of modern world literature. In our audit of the communication courses, we have determined the focus will be on the public speaking course. We will be reviewing and revisiting our 9th grade curriculum in our work at the end of this school year. We have a lot to celebrate in the ELA department. This slide showcases the culminating projects our students experience and create at the end of each pre-K unit. Teachers design hands-on activities responding to the interests of students. Traveling to a foreign country, designing special outfits, and making instruments out of recycled goods, like a pool noodle saxophone, are a few of the ways our preschoolers pulled together all the skills and information learned throughout a singular unit. Here are more culminating projects where recycled goods are used. Parents are included in making projects like bird feeders during the tree unit. Pretend play continues to be emphasized as an important part of student learning, as seen in the castle constructing project, where students were architects and engineers in the design process, and then able to actually play inside their final product. Here we celebrate the success of full implementation of Foundations pre-K through grade 3. This structured, multisensory phonics instruction is helping students build a strong foundation in word recognition essential for fluent and confident reading. Here we see the impact of Haggerty and our integration of decodable texts into our curriculum and in classroom libraries, including knowledge-building geodes. Haggerty instruction includes daily phonemic awareness routines that strengthen students' ability to hear and manipulate sounds, which are crucial early reading skills. Our use of decodable texts ensures students apply what they're learning in Foundations and Haggerty in meaningful, connected ways, supporting fluency, comprehension, and confidence. Together, these tools are building the essential skills our early readers need to thrive. This year, grades 3 through 8 took a more systematic approach in using ELA IABs throughout the year as formative assessment and as instructional support to provide students with familiarity on the SBA platform and gain student data to inform instruction. Our elementary media specialists even joined in on this initiative by teaching research lessons to grades 3 through 5 and demystifying how research-type questions may be asked on the SBA. This year, our K-2 teachers engaged in ongoing, embedded professional learning to support the successful rollout of the updated K-2 writing units. Professional development is essential when implementing new programs. It builds teacher confidence, deepens understanding, and ensures consistency across classrooms. By investing in professional learning for teachers, we're not just supporting curriculum adoption, we're empowering teachers to deliver high-quality instruction that leads to better outcomes for students. The K-2 teachers agreed. 94% of the teachers that responded to PD exit surveys rated their experiences on professional development days as good or excellent this year. We were proud to send some of our grade 6 through 12 ELA teachers to the National Conference for Teachers of English in Boston this year. Sending our ELA teachers to a national conference is a powerful investment in professional growth and instructional excellence. These experiences expose educators to the latest research, innovative practices, and high-impact strategies from across the country. They return inspired, equipped with new tools, and ready to share what they've learned with colleagues, creating a ripple effect of professional learning. It's about more than attending a conference. It's building teacher leadership, staying current in our field, and continually raising the bar for literacy instruction in our district. At GHS, we had 30 students receive Scholastic Writing Awards. We had a finalist in the New York Times Tiny Memoir Writing Contest, and many students eagerly engaged in our Communication Awards program. Our NCTE winners are still pending. We look forward to answering any questions that you may have at the May 29th meeting.